Double check. Main camera, backup camera, telephoto, ultra wide lens for the backup camera, shutter release, extra batteries. I think we're all set. We're going to Canada. It's been probably about 15 years since I've been on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, which seems insane. I haven't actually been able to go over there since I took up photography. With COVID, they actually closed the border in 2020, which is when I started photography. So I haven't been over there since I've been taking photographs. I'm hoping to get some nighttime pictures of the falls. They actually have fireworks there every night at 10 o'clock. Hoping to get some of those. I've shot fireworks one other time and actually they came out pretty good, but we'll see how these come out. They light the falls, so I don't know. With the long exposures you have to take with fireworks, hopefully they won't get blown out. We made it across the border, barely. Joanne, why are you recording that guy? It's illegal. Anyways. Well, we made it across the border without too much issue, but man, alive. I had no idea this place was hopping like this. So we had to park, I don't know, probably a mile away from the falls. So, and we've got, I don't know, what time is it? 9:10. So we got 45 minutes to get to the falls before the fireworks start. But I've got to find a place to set up the camera and I don't know, I may be fighting for a location. In London they have the big wheel, and here we have the sky wheel in Canada. We're actually on Clifton Hill right now, and it's kind of insane. Maybe Saturday night wasn't the best night to head out here. We're gonna try to get a shot. Hopefully I can even get close to the falls. There's a lot of people here, so we can get a spot to even see the falls. I imagine we'll be able to see the fireworks because they'll probably be up in the sky. I have to dodge all the people here. Made it down here, but holy cow. This may be a bust. Maybe we'll go further up and see if we can get a break or something, but not getting my hopes up too high. Let's see what up here looks like. Great view, but still no. All right. Just happen to have somebody leave us. We got up here, so this might actually be an awesome spot. So I'm gonna get set up and get ready for the fireworks. They're gonna start soon. I'm a little sweaty from the walk and dodging all the people, but I think we got a pretty good spot. You can see the falls behind me. Canada has much better view of the falls than the American side, so it was really worth the trip coming over here. But as you can see, I got my camera set up, and we're gonna wait for the fireworks to start. And what I'll do is I'll take some sample shots to make sure I'm not gonna overexpose the falls in the back when I do the long exposure for the waterfall or for the fireworks. So once I get set up, I'll show you the settings I have on my camera, and we'll go from there. So I kind of set up here, and I've got my autofocus off. I got it on manual focus. I got focus peaking on, and I want to hit that focus peaking, but I probably want to zoom in and make sure I got focus. We'll focus on the falls there. Okay, and I'm on F10, so we should have a pretty good depth of field, so I think we're going to be okay on depth of field. And I've got a 2-second exposure. I'll have to see how that works. One thing you want to make sure when you're taking long exposures, normally if I was taking a long exposure and I didn't have my remote shutter, I'd put on a 2-second timer. But one thing you want to make sure is that you're not touching the tripod. You don't want to be grabbing onto it and then taking the picture. And if it's like in this case, a 2-second exposure, you're going to get movement in the camera and your image is not going to be clear. So, you know, just make sure that when you take it, take your hand off. Even better if you have a remote shutter like I have here. You don't have to touch the camera at all. You can just push the button and it takes a photo for you. So just a little tip for you, you know, if you're taking long exposures. You know, I've seen a lot of people where they grab the tripod. I don't know if that's for their stability, trying to stabilize the camera, but you're just going to cause movement in the on the camera. You're not going to get a clear photo. Man, it is humid out here and it's actually a little warm, so I'm sweating up a storm. But they shot off actually a test. I don't know if it's a test firework or it was a firework. I guess it's 15 minutes before the show starts. So with that, I noticed that with the lens I had on there, maybe it was a little too tight. So I switched out my lens for an ultra wide, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to capture both the falls and the fireworks with this lens. So I'm not sure about the focusing. Once I fire out the fireworks, I'll have to snap some shots and check the focus and see how well it is, because the fireworks are actually a lot closer than the falls, so I don't really have anything to focus on.
How is it? Good.
6 seconds looks like it's 4 seconds. Looks like it may be a little long. I'm going to turn it down to 3.2 seconds. Okay, I'm not getting very long streaks on the fireworks, so I'm going to increase the time and close down the aperture a little bit. Give it maybe 4 seconds. Just changing the aperture again. Now I feel like I'm not getting enough light. I'm going to try changing the ISO down a little bit. As you can hear, that's it. Hopefully I got some good captures in there. I've shot fireworks once before, and actually they were shooting them off one at a time very slowly, so it was easy to adjust what I needed. Where here it was just almost too much. I felt like I was always constantly chasing with the aperture and the seconds and the ISO. I felt like I was chasing it a lot, so either there were too many all at once on one single exposure and it just overexposed and it just looked like a big blur, or it was too short and I didn't really get the trails after the burst. So we'll have to get it home, we'll have to take a look at what we got, and hopefully we got something good. If I do, here are the shots.
Well, these
photos far exceeded my expectations. Just goes to show that you can't always trust what you see on the back of the camera. My only wish is that I had switched my lens back to my mid-range lens, but it was too crowded and I just wouldn't have been able to change out my lens safely without fear of damaging my equipment or losing a lens over the railing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell, and that way anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.